Hi guys, I brought you to my favorite place, sunrise hike. I love getting out early in the morning, seeing the sky change color and really taking in who God is. Between the birds and the bunnies and the flowers this time of year, it's amazing to see God's greatness and His goodness. Now today I want to talk about communion. Communion is one of my favorite things to do because when I first started following Jesus, Easter was the first holiday, and that was the first time I'd taken communion. And really understanding the magnitude of what Jesus did for us is sometimes easy to forget. And communion is a time to stop and remember. Now, I don't know about you, if you come every weekend and you celebrate communion. Communion isn't something that has to be done every week or once a month or whatever. Communion can be done anytime. There are many times I will be outside when I'm taking a hike on a Saturday or whenever it is, and I will stop and I will take communion. Now, my communion may look a little different because, let's see, today for communion, let's see, I usually have, yes, a squished granola bar, and today I have a Dr. Pepper. Taking communion really isn't the stuff you use to take communion, it's the time you take to stop and remember. So pause this for a second, go grab something, grab a liquid, grab some bread or a granola bar and come back, okay? And then start me again, okay? So when Jesus was hanging out with His disciples, one of the things He did was He got together and they had a meal together. And He took a piece of bread. Now, when He took the bread, I have an idea that the disciples had no idea what He was doing. And they wouldn't until after His death understand the magnitude. And us being on the other side of that, we can look back and we can go, oh, that's why He did that. So He took some bread and He broke it. And He gave a piece to each of them. And He says, this is my body that's broken for you. Take and eat. So I'm going to pray and then we're going to take this together, okay? Heavenly Father, as I hear the birds singing, I want to thank You for what You've done for us. I want to thank You that You were willing to take on flesh, to live a life, and then die for us. Thank You for Your body that was broken for us. Okay, take and eat. And then Jesus took some liquid, maybe wine probably, and He says, this is my blood that was shed for you. Now, if you really take time to think about what that is, it will often, as it does me, stop you in your tracks. That someone who didn't know You at the time was willing to shed their blood for you. That is mind-blowing. So Jesus took and He blessed it. So I'm going to bless this liquid, whatever yours is. Heavenly Father, thank You that even though I didn't know You at the time, You knew me. You knew that You were dying so that I could celebrate with You, so that I could remember what You've done for me. Father, I drink this in gratitude and in humble thanks for all that You've done and all that You did for me. Okay? Let's drink. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to finish out my hike, but there are other videos coming this week. Take time to listen to them. Really take time to focus in on what God has for you this week, because God is constantly speaking. It's us who need to stop and listen.